On this third Sunday of Great Lent, in the Eastern Christian tradition, we celebrate the cross. The crucifying cross is celebrated because we are at the halfway point of Great Lent. We perhaps need a little encouragement of what we're doing here. We are looking forward to resurrection. Our own, of course, whenever our Lord calls us home, but for certain, at this time of celebrating Pascha or Easter, we look forward to celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ, first and foremost. In his ministry, he showed us how to live, how to die, and how to expect resurrection through sufferings and through death. Therefore, we have this time frame at this halfway point. The cross is a symbol of resurrection. Those 3 points, going up, right, and left, literally point to new life, to life after the cross. We preach Christ crucified because he is resurrected. It's a beautiful symbol. If you think about it, what other symbol of resurrection is possible? Back then, there was no screen printing and no computer graphics. So the cross was the easiest symbol, perhaps, to use. And so we celebrate that cross. Maybe not the cross itself. We celebrate who was on the cross. We celebrate that God the Father raised Jesus from the dead, which we read about in the book of Acts and the book of Romans. We are celebrating that Christ is risen from the dead. And you know, as Orthodox Christians, it's so difficult to contain our joy. So during Great Lent, Monday through Friday is supposed to be a little bit somber and reflective, but what happens? At some point in history, someone decided to break those rules of Lent, and they decided that on Fridays we would celebrate the ever Virgin Mary, offering her greetings and salutations. So on Fridays we celebrate now. We live in the resurrection, the joy of knowing that through sufferings, through death, is new life. During Holy Week, we celebrate Christ being risen every single day through various liturgies in the mornings, so we can celebrate the liturgy and experience the Eucharist every day except Fridays. Or I should say Friday, because it's one day of Holy Friday. And then we have the Paschal Sermon of St. John Chrysostom, which hopefully you go and read that or listen very clearly and closely and hear what St. John says. Everyone is invited to celebrate this Paschal mystery of resurrection through and after sufferings and death. All of this is to prepare us for our own, when our Lord calls us home. The quality of our own resurrection depends on how we live our life. If we live our life according to the gospel, doing good, we will experience resurrection of life. If we live in evil ways, we will experience resurrection into judgment. We read that in the Gospel of John, chapter 5, verse 29. So we look forward to celebrating together, not only this third Sunday of Great Lent, but also at all times that Christ is risen. He is risen all the time. And it is great joy that we may in our own life learn to experience new life through the sufferings that we go through. There will always be suffering. Can we experience it eventually and at some point, and maybe at different times, in joy, knowing that there is somehow new life? Check out those discussion questions to give us a little help in learning how to look for this new life through our sufferings, how others can help us, and then go ahead and look at that third question, which connects to the tree of life from the Old Testament, giving us something to think about. And we look forward to praying with you this weekend. Until next time, with love in Christ.